Good morning, children. This is SREENIVASA, ZPHS Chennuru, presenting you the session on vocabulary and grammar to class 8 as a part of Vidya Varadhi programs. In the previous session, in one of the previous sessions, we discussed a story based on the theme family, that is the tattered blanket, in which we came across a family that has 4 members in it: Gopi, Vimala, Kamala, Gopi's sister, and Gopi's mother, who lives in the village. We all know how the story concluded, and perhaps, as we discussed, we all should have read the story completely, and then we also should have discussed with our friends and in the guidance of teachers. Now, children, we have a session on grammar and vocabulary that is covered in the first unit, that is the unit that is included in the theme of family. Now, we will just have a quick wrap of what we had in the previous class. Yeah, now we have a few pictures in front of us: the family, the big family, and the small family. Then we also have the picture of the son Gopi coming in. Yeah, where is he coming from? Is he not coming from Thiruvananthapuram, or is he coming from Delhi? What do you say? Yeah, you are right. He is coming from Thiruvananthapuram, and we also can see along with Gopi, 2 other women in the picture. One is the old woman sitting on the chair, and then there is another woman wearing a white sari and sitting on the tinna. This is all we covered in the first class of this Vidya Varadhi session. Now we also see a man who is none other than Gopi, and the mother sitting on the chair. We don't see Kamala in this picture. Now this is all we have, and we also discussed certain questions about the family, middle class family, and the problems, and why Gopi was not able to take care of her mother, and is in a different form. We have the same phrase identified by the function of the word. See, we have 5 arrows pointing to these words, and in the beginning you have a, which is article, and the word bold, it's an adjective. Next, fat, it is also an adjective. Then middle-aged man, middle-aged is another adjective. Similarly, you can get 1 or more adjectives simultaneously to describe a noun. Now, when such situation comes, certain words follow certain order in a noun phrase. That means we have to take care of the order. That means if you write the words in one order, it is taken, and if you write the same word with different order of adjectives, it is not accepted, or it looks odd. That is why we have to be careful, very careful, while placing the adjectives in a noun phrase. Now let us look at the sentences. And these sentences are taken from the exercise. That is, complete the sentences with noun phrases using the words given in brackets. So we have 2 sentences in this slide. I bought dash. So what is bought is not direct, but the object that not in the correct order. So can we decide the correct answer taking these words, taking these jumbled words from the brackets? Yeah, let us look at that. Beautiful, or umbrella, red. So if this is these are the four words, which word is more important? Let us identify that. So if we judge correctly, umbrella is the right word because it is the only noun that we can find in the phrase. Now let us look at the other words. Beautiful, awe, and red. Three more words are there. Now let us look at which words can come first and which word can come later, and what is the correct answer. Do we can we call it a red umbrella or red beautiful umbrella? So for certain words there is no there is no single order, but sometimes when we listen to the word, it appears that the word is odd, which means the order is not correct. So if that is the case, a beautiful red umbrella, shall we have it, or shall we go for a beautiful red umbrella or red beautiful umbrella? So it appears that a beautiful red umbrella is correct. Then we saw dash in the zoo. We saw dash in the zoo. Baby or elephants of couple. So again we have 5 words in this, and we have to take out one phrase out of it, meaningful phrase it should be. So which is the key word? Let us identify that. Elephants is one noun and the other noun is couple. Couple is a collective noun, and elephants is the word that gives us the key information of the phrase. So elephants we will have the word. Then a baby of couple elephants, is it correct? No, it doesn't appear to be correct. A couple of baby elephants. So that means that there are two elephants, two baby elephants, and that the two baby elephants are referred to as a couple of baby elephants. Okay, we will go to the next. This we can we have in our textbook, and we can work on them with the help of our friends. Our grandfather lives in dash, a big house or stone built. Ramya has dash nice sari silk. Okay, so we will go to the third one. Our grandfather lives in a, which is the key word, big house or stone built. Stone built, built of stone, built of stones. Now it appears that house is the noun. House is the noun. Then a comes first. A big stone built house. A big house built of stones. Next, fourth is it's very simple to look at. Let us see. Silk, the noun. Silk or sari is the noun. Of course, silk also is noun. It is a material noun. But in this context, silk is not acting as the noun. It is acting as an adjective. So it is qualifying the word sari, but silk is not acting as a noun. Now let us look at that. A nice silk sari. This would be okay, right? If that is the case, we have some more examples to be carefully worked out. Children, please take this task, these sentences given in the task down, and try to work on them and come out with correct answers, which will be discussed in our subsequent classes. I give you some time to note them down. We have two slides. This is one, and the next, finishing this, we will go to that. I hope you have finished. I just give you 5 to 10 seconds more. Next, you have another slide. These two slides taken together will be our task. These tasks, these sentences given in the task are not taken from the text, but these are more general and they are tricky also. See, you can play with them for some time, and we will come out with the possible answers in our next discussion. Okay, I move on to the next slide. So now we have some more noun phrases in the text, in the lesson, the tattered blanket. As you have already gone through the lesson, you can better identify, and you can identify more noun phrases that are included in the lesson. So identify some more noun phrases from the story and write them below. Even if you have more noun phrases, you can add them to 4, 5 and give them number. Okay. So we have another concept covered in this lesson, that is noun phrase in apposition. To understand this, we will go to the two sentences given on the slide. Kamala, her eldest daughter, a widow, got up reluctantly. So, unwillingly, reluctantly. Kamala, her eldest daughter, a widow, got reluctantly. Find a part of the sentence underlined. Okay. So, the underlined part is that refers to the noun. What is the noun? We have in the underlined portion, her eldest daughter is one noun phrase which functions as a noun. Another noun is a widow. Okay. Now, these two nouns put together refer to Kamala. As you know, Kamala is Gopi's elder sister. So, now look at the underlined portion and Kamala. These two phrases, the underlined portion, of course we have two nouns here which refer to Kamala. Okay. So now let us go to the next sentence. Don't you remember Vimala, district collector Nambiar's eldest daughter? See, we have come across the name Vimala in the lesson Tattered Blanket. Who is Vimala? Vimala is Gopi's wife, whom we don't meet in the story at all. But it is discussed in the lesson that Vimala belonged to a district collector's family. She came from district collector Nambiar's family, and she is the daughter of eldest daughter of Nambiar. The same is written there. Don't you remember Vimala, the district collector Nambiar's eldest daughter? So look at the underlined portion. District collector Nambiar's eldest daughter. The whole phrase refers to one word, that is Vimala. Who is Vimala? District collector Nambiar's eldest daughter. Who is district collector Nambiar's eldest daughter? Vimala. So such words, the underlined parts in the above sentences refer to the nouns that occur before them. The underlined parts are called noun phrases in apposition. Okay. Now we will have we will try to understand this better. So rewrite the following sentences using noun phrases in apposition. So we have these three slides, okay, in which we have sentences, and we have to understand those sentences given in the lines of these sentences given in this present slide. So as you know, there is a noun which is described by another noun, and this underlined portion, the noun phrase the noun phrase which is underlined refers to the noun written before it. This is called, the underlined parts are called noun phrases in apposition. Now, Mahesh is my elder brother. He lives in Delhi. Now let us try to understand how this can be written. It begins with Mahesh and followed by a blank, lives in Delhi. You can see two commas. After Mahesh there is one comma, and after the blank there is another comma. So there will be a noun phrase which can refer to Mahesh, has to take the place of the blank. Mahesh, yeah, come on, what can we write there? Mahesh, who is Mahesh? My elder brother. So now we write that phrase in the blank. Mahesh, my elder brother, lives in Delhi. Now let us try to understand. Which noun phrase refers to Mahesh? My elder brother. So that is in apposition with the word Mahesh. Similarly, the second sentence, Sarojini Naidu is popularly known as the Nightingale of India. She wrote many poems in English. So how do we write this? Sarojini Naidu. Which word, which phrase can take the place of the blank? Come on, children, try. Is it popularly known or the Nightingale? Is it the correct way to present? The Nightingale of what? Nightingale of India. She was popularly known as Nightingale of India. So the word, the phrase that can refer to Sarojini Naidu is the Nightingale of India. So now we will write the Nightingale of India in the bracket, in the blank. Sarojini Naidu, the Nightingale of India, wrote many poems in English. Now, Rabindranath Tagore is called Gurudev. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913. So what can be written here? Rabindranath Tagore, Gurudev, was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913. Next. Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. It is located in Nepal. Mount Everest, the highest peak in the world, is located in Nepal. Okay, so we will move on to the next part. So in a lesson, we have a story or a poem. Sometimes we have two stories, we have three texts in all. So for the time, we have previously completed the first story, that is Tattered Blanket, and subsequently we will have some discussion on the content of the story. Then we also have some activities in vocabulary and some activities on grammar. Also, we have different other activities which are more important or equally important as the other components of the unit. So as we understood, vocabulary and grammar are considered basic for learning a new language, and the language or the contents of the lesson we learnt can be expressed in the form of writing. Now let us look at the following slide. Read the following paragraph taken from the story. Delhi is too expensive. You know, I have 4 children to look after now. I can't make both ends meet with my salary, and one has to keep up one's status. It will be a great help if I can raise some money by selling my share of family property. I came to talk it over with you. Of course, the content, the sentences given in this paragraph appear to have been uttered. These sentences are uttered by Gopi. We can understand that. The context is that Delhi is too expensive. You know, I have 4 children to look after now. I can't make both ends meet with my salary, and one has to keep up one's status. It will be a great help if I can raise some money by selling my share of family property. I came to talk it over with you. Children, now this is this content or these sentences refer to the purpose of Gopi's visit to the village. Now, why did he come to village? Because he is employed in Delhi, so he gets some salary, some money as salary. But that salary alone is not sufficient for him because he has children and he has to take care of them, and also he has to keep up his status also. This is the reason why he came to the village to sell off his share of property. So now with this, now we will go to the writing activity. This you have to do, but of course we can discuss certain aspects. Now write a short essay on how to keep up family ties despite economic pressures. There are four points given, and these 4 points are you have to include, and you have to write on these 4 points. While writing, keep this very important, that you cannot miss the point that you are expected to cover. Okay. First point, the impact of economic pressures. That can be one point. Next point, lack of time to spend with the family. That we can take as next paragraph. Lack of love and affection. How the people in the family behave towards each other, or what kind of love do they share with each other, and how they are affectionate towards each other, and what is the problem if human relations don't exist in a family. So keeping all these points, we are expected. However, it is very well known that writing is very important, and we have to purposefully and very cautiously practice. So try to write an essay using these points. Include these points in your essay, and you can use the context covered in the lesson, tattered blanket. You can also add your own examples if you wish. Okay, then we will move to the next. There you have another component which is very important for your future. Study skills is an important area in making you stand on your own. It's a very important skill to be practiced. So let us look at this. This is an information transfer exercise. Sometimes we will have information in the form of pictures like pie diagram, bar chart. This is a tree diagram, and this diagram shows family related information. So what information is given? Family. There is a branch. It is 2 types. One is nuclear family, the other is joint family. Next, the information pertaining to nuclear family is given there. Father, mother and children in a nuclear family, these many members are found. In a joint family, father, mother, children, and their family. So we have more number of people in a joint family, and of course now this is the information given. So the information given in the tree diagram can be transferred to the form of an essay. So this helps you very much in your future when you take professional courses or whenever you take important professions. Right. Now write a paragraph describing the types of family information given in the above tree diagram. Write which type of family you prefer and why. This is the task given. Of course, when we attempt to write this, if you carefully remember the content, there are two types of families. They are nuclear families and joint families. This is the information given in the on the top of the tree diagram. So the same information is put in the form of sentences. We start off writing in through a very simple activities. This appear to be very simple. That's in fact simple also. But from these simple essays, we have to start practicing writing. Okay. Then in nuclear families, on the left branch we have nuclear families, and what the nuclear families, how many members each nuclear family include. There are father, mother, and children. So from the information given, there are limited members in nuclear families. So you can continue some more information from your understanding. So it is not that you have to write exactly this. Whatever is given in the tree diagram, we have to include in our essay. But you need not include, you need not limit yourselves to only that. To add some reality, some originality to your essay or paragraph, you can add whatever the examples or whatever the experiences you have in your paragraph. Next, we have written two sentences on nuclear families. Now let's move on to the next, joint families, the other side of the tree diagram. In joint families, there are parents, grandparents, and children and their families. These families have more members. They live together. Usually they share the resources they have. This we have from the tree diagram. We can write the same even if it is not stated, because it is understood from the picture and it is relevant also. So while writing, definitely we have to cover what is given, and sometimes whatever you have understood from the information given, you can put it in writing. Then if you have some instances that tell you that the family has some strained relations, the relations are not proper, and the mother is not taken care of by the son, and there is one widow in the house, and the son resides far away in Delhi. All these things you can take and you can add those details and task. Okay, right, children? Welcome back to Vidya Varadhi program for class 9. Today we have a session that is in continuation to the previously covered story, that is Snake and the Mirror, and the grammar and vocabulary exercises included in the lesson. Now we have look at the pictures. Okay, this you have the homeopath who is a doctor and the room he lived in. Now you can see the snake on the table and the way he is running out. Okay, We all know what happened later on all the deeply meant points in the lesson. Now we will quickly go to the concept that we cover in the lesson. Now let us read the following sentences from the story. We found we had little to carry. Some thief had removed most of my things. So the sentence in the blue color has some underlined portions. In the above sentences, the first one is in the simple past. In the first sentence, you have two places where the sentences are the words are underlined. The first one is the simple past, that is the found, and the next word is had. The second past perfect tense has the subject followed by had, then the past participle of the verb. In this context, it is remove. The past participle of the verb remove is removed. Okay. The important point to note here is when two actions take place in quick succession without having much gap in between, the action that occurs earlier is expressed in the past perfect tense, and the action that takes place later is expressed in simple past. Okay, the same thing we can understand from the two sentences. Sujata had arrived at the station before the train came. In the first sentences, you have two actions: Sujata's arrival at the station and the coming of the train. Now let us understand who came first, whether Sujata came to the station first or the train came to the station first. Now going by the sentence, it is mentioned that Sujata had arrived at the station before the train came. So these are the two different actions. The first completed action, that is Sujata's arrival at the station. So that is expressed in past perfect. Sujata, next had, after that the past participle of the verb arrived. The subsequent incident is the train came. The train is the subject and came is the past of the verb come. Next, the doctor arrived after the patient had died. So two actions took place here in the second sentence. The doctor arrived, the doctor came. When did he come? After the patient had died. Patient died. So this is looking at this context. What happened first and what happened next? Did the doctor arrive first? No. Then what happened first? The patient died. So these two incidents happened immediately, one after the other. So the action that took place first was expressed in the past perfect. So that is after the patient had died. The patient had died. After the patient had died, only after he had died, the doctor arrived. So we can notice that the use of after, before, when can change the place of the past perfect in the sentence. Okay, we have to be careful while understanding this framework. So after, before, and they decide the placement of had. We will look at that in the next slide. I bought the ticket as soon. This did not have much gap. So such events can be expressed, two incidents can be expressed only in simple past. That we have to remember. Not that every two actions have to be expressed in past perfect and simple past, but there are certain exceptions to this. Now the focus is only on the use of past perfect and simple past combination. Now, combine the pairs using simple past or past perfect. So, to combine, we can use after, before, or when. So, I brushed my teeth, I took my breakfast. So, what is the natural sequence? Will we brush teeth first, or will we take breakfast first? Now, first of all, we will brush the teeth. So I brushed my teeth, then I took my breakfast. We can understand it that way. So if we use after, the sentence is like this: after I had brushed my teeth. You can notice the past perfect in this case. Then I took my breakfast. Simple past you can notice in the subsequent part. But if the two sentences are joined with the help of before, it is otherwise. See, I had brushed my teeth before I took my breakfast. Okay. So children, please look at these sentences. Please note these sentences down and try to use the past perfect. And Ramesh returned from market. He came to the room and took off the coat. Then he took out get match. Next you have another set of phrasal verbs. Take time off. These are taken from the lesson itself. Look into, look at, get up, leave behind. Take time off, to take some time for something. Look into, to observe keenly. Look at, to have a look at something. Get up, to wake up. So next, leave behind, to leave something as a token of memory or gift. Okay. With these phrasal verbs, we go on to the next task. The young man dashed early. He wanted to go to the railway station to receive his.
మన మనస్సులోని భావాలను దేశ ప్రజలతో పంచుకునే మన్ కీ బాత్ కార్యక్రమం